Do you ever just have a bad hair day and just want to take your hair and rip it out of your head? I have that. Same thing when I have a bad skin day. I want to rip my skin out of my face and throw it away. I don't know. It's quite emotional. Should we hit Kirby for it? No. We're not abusive. We're not abusive. We're not. We'll just get over it. We'll just get over it. Let's talk about normal things. It's okay. No, he's leaving. Let's just talk about normal things. We can speak of normal things, can we not? I was just thinking about how bad I would love to travel the world. And I bet everyone my age thinks the same thing. Because I'm like around in my 20s, right? Young 20s. Don't call me Unc. Yes, I'm 20 something. And I might look like really young to some people. Because I do get called a 16-year-old in real life. I'm not 16. I just want to say I'm not 16. I know I look young. Sorry. Okay, I'm using Kirby as a comforter. Anyways, I bet everyone my age feels the same way. They just want to travel the world, but everything is so goddamn expensive. It's like inconvenient. But you know what I think? I think that I'm gonna get to travel the world, hopefully. I pray on it. I do. I do. Not that I'm really much of a prayer, but like I dream about traveling the world. I want to travel the world and recorded. What? That's not a word. And record it. I don't know. When I was younger, my parents used to do that before we became the American dream and became poor. Ignore that. But yeah, well, I don't remember anything because I was so young, but I remember my dad used to take videos and it was so cute. I remember I was like, wow, someday I want to do the same thing. I want to take videos and travel the world. That might be my biggest dream in the world. And to learn the guitar, which I fucking suck at. But someday we'll be good at the guitar. I've been learning how to pick one string at a time. Well, I know how to pick like all of them. I know strumming patterns, but I'm not good at picking individual strings. So I've been learning that. And the pick and me are not good friends. I low-key drop the pick every single day. And the pick goes in a circle, and I call it my pickaxe, not even my pick. Like most people probably call a pick a pick. I call my pick a pickaxe. I drop my pickaxe, that's what I said. And I'd be dropping my pickaxe like it's nothing. And I've been thinking how annoying it is to watch people my age get to do more than I do. And I think to myself, wow, you little perfect human being. That's not what I'm thinking, though. That's not what I'm thinking. I think to myself, wow, you perfect life human being. I want to. No, I don't want to take it because I like my life. Even though it's depressing, sad, and not perfect. It's still my life. And you know what? I'm the type of person that I want to start from zero and get something and then be happy. And I want to, of course, after I get something, want to help the people around me get something. My goals are simple. Be happy. Give happiness back. Most people don't think like that. Well, they're different. Remember, it's just hard. It's a hard knock life being a kid, you know? Being a kid, it sucks sometimes. Really, it really sucks. I remember when I was younger and all the other kids, they got money to go get like boba and stuff. And I would think to myself, why are their parents giving them money? Huh? Is this normal? And then my mom never gave me money to go get random shit after school every single day. Like, how rich are these people? Like, Dad, how rich are you? And I was little. I was in like middle school or middle school. Because in elementary school, there was nothing close you couldn't walk to. In middle school, I walked home every day, and these guys sitting at the boba shops waiting for their parents to get them help. Wow. I was like, wow, lucky. I had to go walk home. Yes, it was a bit annoying to walk home. And apparently it's supposed to be dangerous to walk home, but I was doing it fine. I almost died once because and this woman saved my life, and she was like, stop. And then I stopped. And I stopped, and she saved my life. I almost died. Did you guys hear that? Stupid car disturbing my vlog. I remember all these kids always had, and then I didn't have nice clothes, and they all had nice clothes, and they would always like ask me, why are you wearing the same clothes? And now, how do I tell these kids, these privileged little big heads, that like I don't live in the same bracket, the same tax bracket as these little guys. And so I had like, I would say I had like 5 shirts, 5, 6, 7 shirts, and they were like nothing nice. They were just like hospital shirts. You know those hospital shirts they give you for free? I had one of those. Actually, I had a couple of those, and then random shirts. Because why would I tell my mom to spend like fucking so much money on a shirt? Like, come on, be realistic. Be realistic. I'd rather have food. Like, look him. Well, at the time I didn't like clothes, but then as I got older, I was like, wow, I really like clothes a lot. But at the time, I was like, it's my mom's money. I don't want to spend it like that. I don't want to be greedy. So me and my shirts and these privileged little brats, well, they weren't mean, but I guess they didn't know better. So yeah. And then there was the reduced lunch. Oh my god, I didn't want to go on. So there's this. This is so stupid for schools to do this. There's 3 different lines, one for poor people, one for medium rich people, and rich people. And I was like, it's not like that, but like it's bracket based, like how expensive the thing is. And if I went into the lines, I was looking like, no, I'm not doing that. So even though, well, their food was god awful, so just imagine it. It was pretty bad, but it was okay. You could eat it, you know what I mean? And I was just like so embarrassed every time to go on that line. I was like, because in elementary school they don't do that, but in middle school they do, bro. They do. And they make it evidently very clear. It is so embarrassing. Like, why would you do that to a kid? Low key fucked up. So yeah, I hated that. And they would all go to Disneyland and Universal, and I would think to myself, I don't even want that. I said, well, at the time I didn't, but then I was like, because it's no big deal. I like being in my hometown, so I didn't really care. It's not like I went out and did nice things. Like, come on. I went outside, played with my friends like a normal kid. But like, I wasn't upset about it. Instead, I was like more like, you know what? That's something I'll keep in my mind, so when I'm older, I can do that for myself. And that's what I did when I got money. Like when I first got my job, first job I ever got before I couldn't. Um, all I did was, not all I did. I bought myself drinks. Oh my god, it was astonishing to have money. The first time you get money, it's a different feeling, okay? I bought myself boba. I had clothes, and most of the time I didn't spend money that much, unless it was with my friend, and she was a bad influence. She would just tell me I looked good in all the clothes, and I hated that because then I'd buy them. So yeah. So and then I bought my guitar, which I still have to this day, and I think there's something wrong with my guitar, but I can't afford a new guitar yet, so we'll just kind of suck it up mm, until I get it. Until a couple years, dude, I can suck it up for a bit, and then I'll be a guitar player. I don't know. When I first got money, it was like a different like life I lived, but I didn't go anywhere, obviously, because you need a lot of money to go places, and I didn't have that much money. I had money for a normal person has money, you know, like yeah. And that's the first time I actually felt just as privileged as those kids when I was going to school, like first time, and I was an 18-year-old adult. Well, I wasn't an adult, but like I was at 18, but like 18, you know what I mean? But that's the first experience I felt, wow. And that's the first time I ever like when I played games sometimes, and that's the first time I ever got something for myself in a game. It was like a different experience. I've never got myself something in a game. And that was the first time when I was like 18. It was, I don't know, it's different. You get to give yourself the happiness you could have as a kid, and that's not your parents' fault. It's just some kids struggle to live like as privileged as other kids, and some kids don't get that. Cause sometimes I would just like my graduation. I could have went to my graduation. I didn't because it cost too much. My mom would have to spend so much, and I was like, I'm good. And it was during COVID, so I was like, I don't want.